Hi again, welcome to round 2. I have won the roll and I'm going to choose to play again. And that's a pretty good keeper. I've got the combo and all the lands I need, so I won't mulligan. I think there's no reason to scry. I think I'd just rather get the combo online. I was going to say I hope he doesn't have mana leak, but I've just drawn the third part of the combo, so even if he does, that's absolutely fine. He just F6'd, so he doesn't have the mana leak. He also doesn't have a turn 3 play. I think so, not to play around and summon, I'll just attack with both and have no pumps. And then play my Cloud Elemental. I could have played the second Hellhound there actually. I suppose this is better in case he goes untapped Mountain Pyroclasm. Yeah, he's still on island, and he has an Azure Drake, that's fine. I guess I'll make this unblockable and attack for 3. I think I'd rather make an owl so I can start scoring into more good stuff. So yeah, I'll attack him for 3. Ooh, Berserkers goes on the bottom, Outrage goes on the top so I can't play it next turn, and the 4th land goes above it. That was quite a nice scry actually. He tome scours me after I scry. That's interesting. He won the first round, so he must have something going for his deck. He's on 13, so if I go so if I go 4, 4, 5, that's actually game. So I think that's what I'll do. I kind of just want to kill him before he tome scours me. Yeah. I just hope he doesn't have unsummon, I guess. And he does not have unsummon. Cool. I'm actually really worried. Is he mono blue? Another tome scour? Nothing I can do about that. And another one again. Still nothing I can do about that. I wonder how many he has. I might have to watch his round 1 replay during sideboarding, so I know exactly what I'm facing here. I don't normally, but against this kind of deck it looks like I want to. Pausing my upkeep, I'm not sure why he'd want to do that. So I might find out in a bit. No, I draw Berserkers I put on the bottom, right, because I shuffled. Sorry, that confused me for a brief moment there. I think I just 5 him and hope he doesn't have unsummon here, because that way next turn he's dead to, say, an unblockable Cloud Elemental and Ember Hoarder. Or just even this. I'm just saying if he finds a way of dealing with a Hellhound or the Tunneler even. Declare attackers, no blockers. Pump it to 5. And he takes, yeah, so he has to kill me this turn basically. Let's hope he can't. Oh, GG. So yeah, I'm gonna cut a bit out of the video while I watch his next round. Sorry, his last round, so see you in about 2 minutes. Turns out from my scouting that he has 2 mind control, which is the way he won game 2 of the first round. I only watched the second game. He just damaged his opponent out with his own creatures. So yeah, some nice opens, and I guess the tome scours are just filler when he decided to run mono blue. This hand is very keepable, not particularly fast. I bought it some of the slow stuff. I botted out Berserker's Blood Ridge for Lava Axe just because I felt like I needed to kill him quickly. And I also brought in an act of treason in case he sort of mind controls my guy. I can stay at the back and win that turn. He also has a Harbour Serpent and stuff like Azure Drake, which locks down a lot of my team. So yeah, I thought act of treason would be reasonable against him in racing. So anyway, back to the game. I will not mulligan these. And I will hope that he doesn't timescale me to death. I kept in stuff like Ice Cages. He's a very defensive deck. He has stuff like Wall of Frosts and other such defensive goodies, so I figured if I'm trying to race I might as well keep the Ice Cages in. I might change that for the game too, though, depending on what he plays against me. I'd like to see a bit more of his deck before I take out Ice Cages. If I don't draw Ember Hauler. Having boarded in active treason, I might put it on the bottom. In fact, no, that's fine. I've got 4C to smooth out my draw. And if I draw a 2-drop, there's a chance of it being Ember Hauler, so I can't cast it next turn anyway, so yeah, I'll just keep those both on top. If he mills me, then he'll see the act of treason, so I don't really care if he mills me in this particular instance. Jace's Erasure. I guess that fits his theme quite nicely. And he mills my Chandra. Nice hit. If only I put that act of treason on the bottom. So yeah, I'll make my card elemental because it gets more damage in, and I'll pass the turn. I just realised I put an island into play last turn. I have no idea why I did that. I really want the mountains in my deck. Seeing the Hellhound reminded me, but I don't think it'll make too much difference. I just didn't think about it. Try not to do that. Try to think about your plays before you make them. Ice Cage goes on the bottom. Outrage, I think stays on the top. At worst it's 2 damage, and he might make a, I don't know actually, yeah, I think it's better than a random card. So he might make some flyer that blocks my guys next turn, but I'm trying to think of one that costs 5. Chances are he probably has a mind control, so yeah, I'll put that on top. And make a Pinger. Oh, I also boarded out the Ingenuity because I'm not sure if I want to be drawing 3 cards at that stage. 4C is just generally better than Ingenuity because it costs less and gets you to the ones you want to draw, and also draws 1 fewer cards, which may be relevant against the mill deck. And he's going to control the mind, yeah. He does indeed mind control. Slightly annoying that I don't have the mana to be able to Ice Cage and Berserker. So I'll just have to 4C, I guess. The next time I can do that. There's an interesting one. Annoyingly, I don't want to risk not drawing into a land, so I think I might have to just put one of them on top. He's milled all spells so far, which is slightly annoying, but yeah, I don't want to take that risk because it would mess up the plans I've made for this game, so I'll just put one on top and draw a land. Oh well. It's quite impressive that there were 5 lands in a row on top of my deck, and he'll probably mill a spell now. But that's magic. It's a random deck. He mills me for Scroll Thief. I suppose that's not one I'm too bothered about. And he has a Harbour Serpent, making my act of treason quite live. Yeah, I'll take 2. And then I'll ping him. So I'm not actually sure what I'll be doing here. Ooh, Lava Axe. That was a reasonable draw. What do I do? How do I curve out best here while not randomly getting milled next turn? Definitely make a land. Then I think what I might do is... I think the best play might just be to Lava Axe him. That will put him on 12 and 11. Then next turn... No, that can't be the right play. Maybe it's make a berserker and ice cage his wall of frost. That way... Right, I might have to edit something out while I think here. Let me think. Right, I've decided that... I might regret this, but I've decided the best play is to just lava axe him and pass, because that way next turn I can hope he doesn't make a guy and then ice cage his wall of frost and bash with my berserkers, which leaves him dead to quite a lot of things. If he doesn't do that, I can outrage the harbour serpent and ping it, which deals him some damage again. And I mean, it also means that next turn I'll have a 4 and a 3. Like, I think this way is the best way of tapping out to maximise efficiency. Then again, I've just reconsidered. No, I think this is better. I think the surprise value of the berserker is better than just going berserker, ice cage your guy pass. I think this is definitely the best play. Let me know if you think otherwise. He mills me for Azure Drake, that's fine. Oh, he didn't play anything, that's pretty good for me. Might mean he's got 2 time scales or something. Yeah, my plan is still the same. Ice cage his wall of frost, attack with berserker, and then hopefully I have him dead next turn. He's F6, so he's actually got nothing to... He's got no way of interfering with my spells this turn, that's what I was trying to say. So yeah, this way, even if he finds a way of blocking the berserker, I'll ping him to 7, then Act of Treason plus Outrage should finish him off next turn. I think this was the most efficient way of doing things. He mills me for a Chandra Spitfire. He's hit all spells so far. But thankfully my 4C put 5 lands on the bottom. No, 3 lands on the bottom. So it hasn't been too bad for me. I think he might just attack with the Elemental this turn. No, he's getting in for both. That's gutsy. Yeah, I can't block either. Just remind me to ping him. That's the relevant thing. Okay, so I'll ping him. And I'll Act of Treason his guy. And hopefully that's game. Oh, we conceded. Oh, cool. So I guess the draft didn't go too well for others, because this was a deck I didn't think would make the finals, but having said that, I think I sideboarded and played pretty well, so apart from the first game where I threw it away in the first match, sorry. So yeah, I will see you for the finals.